Welcome back to video 28 in my series covering my book of channeled writings, 7 Universal Truths, The Path to Peace and Prosperity, channeled by the Council. Please like and share this video. If it resonates with you, leave a comment and be sure to follow me for the next video that comes along. So now as we pick up on this story, I've met this man with an incredible story of redemption. He's been incarcerated for 25 years, long time. We've taken 2 separate paths in life, yet landed here on this one path. And here we begin this relationship. And there are some judgments by other people that I am having to navigate. But there's not just that going on, as if that's not difficult enough. You know, I knew that him being incarcerated for 25 years, that there had to be some emotional challenges, some emotional deficits, especially as it relates to any interpersonal love relationship, right? I mean, you have to some degree, I would imagine that you have got to disconnect from your emotions to survive prison, especially for that long. There has to be a certain level of hypervigilance, you know, because anything can pop off at any time. There's just so much that goes into survival of that situation for so long that I knew that had to be there with him and was looking to see how it showed up. What I didn't realize was that even though I had done a great deal of healing from the trauma from my past relationship, that I still had more healing to do. And the council gave me a good analogy of this, because 2 years ago I had Achilles surgery, and they use that as an example. Kelly, you can see, if you look at your foot and you can see the incision point, it looks healed from the outside, yet you know by the feeling that you can feel that there is still healing going on. And that is the same as trauma, that there are layers to the healing of trauma. So here I am, little miss, self-help guru. I do my own self-worth, a little bit self-righteous, if I have to admit, because I know I've done my work, right? Oh, I would find out different. Now, let me also say that I have given my perspective on my relationships up until this point, given my marriage and what I didn't appreciate about it in my partner, my other relationship, what I didn't appreciate being cheated on 6 times with that partner. But I have my own shit, and was always willing to work on my stuff as long as my partner was willing to work with me too, because I can only hold up one side of the equation. Now, in my marriage, I lost myself. I became a ghost in my own life. That's on me. I spent a hell of a lot of money too, y'all. Woo! It was ridiculous. And I really owe him an apology for that, because, you can try to fill the void with things when you are walking around in an empty suit. And that's what I was doing in my marriage. I was profoundly unhappy. And so I used shopping as my way to feel better, because I lost myself. In the relationship, and subsequent to that, I think I already overviewed that. You can see through the eyes of God and really see past people's stuff, but you've got to let them at some point in time, as a reflection of your own self-love. You have to let them do their work if they are not in a place to show up for you as you need, because you count too. And in this relationship, it would take me a while to understand what my part was in not allowing him to feel as safe as he truly, truly was. You know, if you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop, energetically, because that's what we all are, we're all energy in human form, you magnetize and call things to you. So it's not a good idea to be wedded to your fears, which generally I'm not. But when it comes to love relationships, that with everybody is a big emotional charge. And sometimes you don't even understand the limiting beliefs that are filtering at your subconscious level that energetically you are pulling things forward. I would soon come to understand that he had real trust issues. I mean, and the council brought this to my attention too. I'm a little hard-headed. Sometimes it takes me a while to get it, but you know, if mom or dad doesn't show up for you and choose you in a way that you need to be chosen, how is a woman? How can you trust a woman to love you? And also, we were at different junctures professionally. You know, that man works. He can work hard. He's got an incredible work ethic, and I love that about him. And here I am, having a private practice, formally educated, surrounded by a bunch of highly educated people with a lot of judgments. I tell y'all, with some strong, deep, abiding, hope to die love, that's a formula for some explosive shit. Just gotta say. He's incredibly sensitive, so am I, and in many ways I believe him to be more sensitive than I am, and that's saying a lot. He masks it well. I would imagine you have to when you've been in prison for 25 years. And then there's my mouth. There's my mouth. I have to admit, it can be rather vicious, and I love hard. I lead with good intention. I put my partners first, and I give my all. And so if I feel as though I am being not appreciated, lied to in any way, betrayed in any way, oh, you're gonna get it. A few years ago, I had an exchange with someone because I used to roll like, look, I don't start shit with people, but I'm gonna finish it. A couple of years ago, I healed past that, you know, learning that right doesn't necessarily get you where you want to be. And hurtful words can sometimes scar more than anything that you can do to someone physically. So I had learned that, but I really didn't learn it until that relationship. I didn't know the impact that my words could have and how damaging that they could be. He would say to me, you know, Keli, two wrongs don't make a right, you know? And I would come to understand that. Like I said, I'm a little thick-headed, but sometimes I get it. And I finally got it. What I got was that universal truth number 2, love is the answer to all things. This would be pivotal in me really understanding and coming to embody that universal truth. Because anger does nothing but inspire resistance, right? Blocks. But love opens up communication. Love makes you feel safe. Love lets you open to receive what others have to give you. There is no downside to love. And this was my lesson in universal truth number 2. And coupled with the lesson of non-judgment, man, quite the lesson and quite the journey.